Today I bring you some gameplay from Gone Home. We're going to try to play through this entire thing, and I've already beaten it before a couple times. This time we're going to try to go in a lot more depth, see if we can't figure out some of the other stuff. I'm going to try not to give anything away, but before we get into the video, I just want to let you know there will be language, just so kind of pace yourself at whatever we want to try to tackle this. Maybe some of this might hit home a little bit. Hopefully not, but if it does, feel free to stop watching at any time. Alright? Brandon Looney, welcome to your tape. This one's going to be an interesting one. You gotta watch this, okay? If it'll load. Alright, here we go. Fulbright Company presents...
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
I think I did make you play this one. No spoilers, Brandon. Don't do it. Alright, Gone Home, June 7th, 1995 at 1:15 a.m. So she just left a message to her parents or something like that, saying that she is on her way home. I'm going to try to narrate this as best as I can. Alright, so we are playing as Caitlin Greenbrier. We're in Portland. Is that Oregon or Washington? We'll try to do this in order. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want Mom and Dad or anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you. Sam. Well, Sam, you know, I'm probably going to go digging around. TBH. Read that. You can't go walking out into the rain. That's blocked. This is like a little foyer area. Fun thing is, we're going to pick cups, throw them. Yeah. You like that cup? Terrible game. Alright. Here's the Christmas duck. You want an achievement, you keep it to the end, and where you'll end up using it in the end. We'll come back for it later, though. For now, he goes there. And under it is the house key. Alright, press L2 to L1 to check contents. So, passport, I got it to go on the Europe trip. So I guess this is after she graduated. She probably got to go on it. This is my boarding pass from my year in Europe. Or maybe not, she spent a year in there. And then there is that. So let's see if we can't find some lights to turn on. Tissues. Alright. Directions to work from house. Okay. But who is this for? I don't know. Don't mess up my tissue box. I don't think I knew. Have a doggone cool 17th birthday. Happy birthday, Sam, Uncle Harvey. That's sweet of Uncle Harvey. Harvey Dent. Grab the board game. Over the Alps, a novel traveling video game. Okay. Forestry of Takalama. I don't know. high school jersey. Blah, blah, blah. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Let's play a game. What's the game, Brando? Regional track and fields. So this is my trophy. The girl that I'm playing as. HO in Mexico. Made in Mexico. This is me again. So I suppose I am the trophy child. The Bible. Alex. Alex and Brando on the Bagman livestream. Don't forget to go check out Brandon on that Instagram, Brandon Looney _ and Alex at College Level Gaming for some funny videos and to hear him rap. Mom home alone, sitting at her bedside. Oh, I can't tell you my address. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. This is terrible handwriting. This is how I write. This new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? When we were miserable, fantasizing about dream homes, I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them seriously. Gambling is wrong. Unless you win. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on our big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. Miss ya roomie, Carol. Oh no, my address. You found me out. Whose address is that? Oh man, hold on. There was nothing in there. It's a nice letter. Alright. The door's locked. Doodly-doo. Read what out loud? I don't want to read it out loud. I'll be getting in trouble for saying something stupid. Alright, Wellspring Movers. It's whatever they cost to have everything moved. That's expensive. You're going to pay somebody to send all your stuff. Go to U-Haul. It's the go-to move.
Dear Katie.
Dang it, Alex.
So much has changed. Even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm in a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not going to let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Alright, so what Hannah Baker just said was that, we're gonna be... is that you, Chris? Wax. No, it's Vax, not Wax. My parents are gonna come home with such a big Nana. Nah, she done walked up the road. Oh, and boy, do I have fun stuff to tell y'all next time I see y'all. Haha. 13 reasons why. I'm going out with a bang. I'm making a huge mess before I do. And I'm not talking about the one that's going to be on the ceiling. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. Suicide jokes are not funny. But water bills are. So at different points in the game, like what just happened when we walked in the bathroom, that Sam is going to randomly start talking from a journal. And we do eventually find the journal, but that's like the last entry to the journal. We just have to keep up with it as we go on. Boone County. Alright, worldwide timetable, something about something. Katie's departure, flight, blah blah blah. Cool beans. I always make... Dang it, Brandon. It's only bad that your name shows up. You should change your Google name to something that's not like your actual name. Daniel, okay, this is a note that Sam left. Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is, Mom wrote that to Sam. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only person I ever, hung out with in the first, the only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is that he had a Nintendo when we were little. What a jerk.
Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you.
Do it. It would be funny.
Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Alright. Those are the 3 messages. And the last one was the voice of Katie, the one that I'm playing as. Whereas the first 2 were somebody else. We don't know who that is yet, and I'm not going to tell you. Oh boy, look at this. So that's not me. That's me. That's old Mommy Dearest. And that's old Paul. He's a creeper. Sam, Katie, Mom, and Dad. They're Jan and Terry. Terry? Brandon is Terry. I don't have 30 subscribers yet? Wow, I'm slacking. Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris having many Parisian things, including eating le petit and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots to film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from the Shakespeare Book Company since you're my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. 1 Arbor Hill. She said that's weird. I don't know why, though. I like making a mess. Don't bring my mother into this. I love your mother. I'll do what I want, boy. I'm just playing. I love you. Heavens to Betsy. I hear voice noises. Welcome, new student. We hope that you're excited as your first day to Goodfellow High School as we are. Be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. All the stuff, blah, blah, blah. A positive attitude. That is so good. A 4th viewer. Mine only says 3. Wow, I'm terrible. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon. Welcome again.
Oh my God. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class, and I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House Girl. Great.
Alright. Now that she shut up, we can go on to the next thing. I hear voices. What we got here? A marker. Can't open that. It's not important. You have to have your head at 30 subs. I'll never make it in the real world. What is this nonsense? Trash. My goals. Another one. What is this? Wait, hold on. What was that? There was something hiding in there. Oh. 1 Arbor Hill County, Terrence Greenbrier. Or Terrence sent this. Hold on. I'm confused. Return to sender. Trying to send it to Terrence Greenbrier. I don't know. Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly, you don't know how to spell, married to a wonderful young woman. College level gaming? What? Sorry about that. A young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. You are always welcome to Arbor Hill. I will understand, of course, if you blah 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 accept this invitation. Yours very sincerely, Oscar Meyer. Just play. It's not Oscar Meyer. Oscar's the guy who lived in the house before these cool cats. Alright, so I think what we're about to learn, pioneer combination, blah blah blah. They say the jack of all trades is a master of none. I have none to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you have to be a market for combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know Pioneer seems to share this particular. Old Daddy-O is a writer, and so he's trying to come up with a better name for... Oh, I guess idea is, what if JFK wasn't JFK? I'm losing my mind over that comment. Ha ha ha, just kidding. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if they were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was millions of miles away. No, he blinked. The sleep from his eyes looked through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk. Despite not having touched a drop in hours, he vomited to his feet. Onto his feet. His bare feet. Oh no! He started for a moment, processing his sick flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. Well, that's awesome. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman. What? 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 This definitely went PG-13 just now. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing tight polymer fiber tunic. The fabric that strained, that seemed to contain her generous... Alright, on to the next. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages had passed before, but now... something man. He needed him now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. What to procure, what to construct. He's terrible at writing. Something about trying to write a space adventure. Alright. Don't look like that was really going anywhere. Dun 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 dun. Ah. Don't have that combo yet. So let's go find it. Can't pick up the newspaper. Electrical inspection form. Blah blah blah. Does the electrical meet the code? Yes. Are there deficiencies? Unclear. Ha. It's technically up to this place, however, multiple layers of wiring have been added into the structure over the last 100 years System is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink out for no reason. All this other stuff. Alright, so that tells us this is not a ghost story. I repeat, this is not a ghost story. Rest your pretty little head. What we got up here? Look, look, look. Whiskey. Oh, that chair scared me. Sorry. Bagman shaves his bag. Bagman stabs his eyes out. Benjamin Allman, The Killing of JFK. You've seen the movie, Discover the Truth. Cup flip. Alright, anything out of the ordinary. Gonna need some help looking for stuff. If y'all see anything that I overlook to pick up, holler and I will go back to it. For now, just gonna try to make our way. Different stuff. Fresh. Not gathering moss. Oh, that's cool. Cool beans. Yeah. I'm gonna write on the carpet. Mom's gonna be so mad at me. Oh boy. Alright, and here is Grab Dad's second book, The Accidental Pariah, Terrence L. Greenbar. Terry! This is Grab Dad's second book. Yeah, it's the second book. Let's see. Everybody close your eyes. Close your... Alright. It says, Gosh, Dad. So he's trying to hide his strange addictions. Alright. Interesting. Glad that fourth person isn't in here to see that shamefulness. 0451. Alright, that's going to be our code. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've submitted the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth. From editing standpoint, there's a world limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and not, old Brandon knows everything about tangents now. Don't let him lie to you. Becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and the non-sequiturs, whatever that is, from usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to read about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations of your childhood. Aww. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd be just cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half of your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time, and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot at this say-so. Look through your old stuff, start submitting reviews like that again, then everybody will be happy. And so, cool beans. A stranger under my roof. I don't need your advice on how to raise my kids. Hey! Alright, 0451. Jake! We got the whole gang here. It's Penny, Chip, and Napkin. 0, 4, 5. What we got? Alright, this is to Oscar, the guy who owned the house before. Dear Mr. Masson, please find enclosed your original document, a typed copy of your records. The notarized copy has been filed at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Sincerely, whoever, Jeffrey Wise. Okay. Will and Testament. I, Oscar Masson, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. The following shall hold true upon my passing. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County. I am unmarried and have no children. I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name to any creditors living or dead. I do hereby bequeath every item of value of which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and the surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts, to my nephew Terrence L. Greenbrier. Okay, cool. Junior, that's the dad, old Terry, that we were talking about. In the event that Terrence L. Greenbrier Jr. should predecease me, then and in such event I bequeath him to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children, as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. I subscribe my name to this will the 13th day of August, 1973, blah, blah, blah. Oscar Mason. Will and Testament, I, Oscar Mason. That's the same stuff. Yeah. Alright. So, that explains what we're doing here, why we moved to this terrifying house. I can't kick a liquor bottle around because I don't have any legs! And here we have another piece of paper. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and write back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha. And yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you were new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? No, I don't mind. What do you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? That is so mean, Tommy. Don't say that. That was so mean. What a bully. Alright. Oh, I hate these things. Ah, seizure. Just kidding. Alright, I want to backtrack real quick.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the fall.
Girl Scout. Kind of like that.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather Service reports high winds and torrential rain conditions affecting the following counties.
It's only doing the one. I want to hear the other one. I don't want to hear that crap.
And Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Terry, hey, how have you been? I know you're a published author and everything. But my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's working for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain it has been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell him you're an old college friend something. Logan! Where's everybody at? We got 4 people we need in here. Alright. So, help him with work. It's that book Dad wrote. The Accidental Savior. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance, but who would believe him? Oh, there must be something wrong about the book that old daddy boy wrote. Alright, Airplane, Moonraker, what we got down here? Beetlejuice, RoboCop, who had the licensing for this? Blade Runner, JFK, X-Files. Why did they record JFK? That's weird. Andromeda Strain, Time Machine, Clue, Fantastic Voyage, Top Gun. Clash of the Titans. Ooh, good movie. It's a monster. Let's look in the closet first. County. Chris! The Heaven at the Edge of the World. Samantha Greenbrier, second grade story. The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom. It was black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we'd lost him at the Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You never gonna find the edge. Thar ain't no paradise and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" Some good spelling. The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world and you'll see the father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. The end. Happy ending. Sam, thought this might help. Dad, making friends. What a jerk.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. And she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense.
Oh, no pizza.
I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
That'll be a surprise for later.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather
Hauntings and
Service
Poltergeist.
advises
Leonard Rourke.
central
Alright, cool beans.
affecting the following
Good book.
counties:
Pillow fight!
Dawn County, Tacoma County,
Oh, we already looked in
and
there.
Astoria County.
Um,
Strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all
blah blah
windows.
blah.
Flood
Aficionado,
conditions are
Greenbrier
expected at
Terrace.
lower elevation.
So it's probably the new thing. Enclosed, please find the Pioneer CD unit. So that's his new CD thing he's doing. The dad is doing for reviews on CD stuff. Nothing in there. They want to watch X-Files. Somebody likes to watch X-Files.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest Weather
Put a
Service
dadgum
reports
coaster
high
out when you
rain
sit down.
conditions affecting the following
It's Mom's
counties:
old work mug.
County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and
I
doors.
wasted all the matches.
Flood conditions are expected at lower elevation.
Candle. Alright. That's about all in here. We're going to go down the way. Get as things get creepier. What does it say? Grab a bunch of coupons. 25% off. Somewhere. 25 cents. Something about agriculture. So Mom is a forestry ranger. Uh-oh. What have I stumbled upon? Nothing important. I hear stuff moving in my ears and it hurts me. These are all records, and it's like a record room.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd see through. Now that it's happened,
Sam stuff. Something about the lower two stories, the events are out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper, write reproductive system worksheet number 6.
can't get you off my mind.
So it's going to be a funny story. If you want to read this, you can pause it and read it. But what's basically Sam's opinion of the reproductive cycle and what she thinks of it.
I'm right here looking at you, honey. Today is my shot.
Pretty out there, and that's why at the end the teacher writes CV. So that's these 2 pages again.
I thought you'd stay away from me,
Gotta cut.
but hopelessly you got me back. You left your voodoo all around.
I left my trunk in town.
I left my truck in town.
Thought I killed the craze.
Did somebody say shots? Ha 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 ha! I can't even read it.
For you. Your kisses keep on haunting me.
Vaiska?
Their memories
What girl?
won't let me be.
Yes.
Bloop.
I got a need for you.
I wish you had a weed for me.
Oh, tell me why.
Dad's second book again.
Think
Mr.
about
Greenbrier, I write to inform you, unfortunately, Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Farivia, despite how low sales of The Accidental Savior. We went ahead with the publication of the second book in hopes of John Russell's series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working with you, so now that's why Daddy-O drinks, because he couldn't publish a book.
I'm gonna take your pay away.
And that's why he has every copy that was published. What are you doing? Yes, ma'am. Interesting. I might go see them. My two least favorite people right now. Oh, okay. Alright, says Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over. She's talking about Daniel, the weird kid they were talking about. Over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome to come, welcome back to our house anytime. Sincerely, the lady or whatever, the guy's mom.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too. So hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot, Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm going to kick your butt. Get ready. Uh-oh.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men?
Hannah Baker.
Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too.
Roll
At least I
some
worked up the
dice.
courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Lip balm. Alright. She got a new friend. Her name's Lonnie. Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad. She's talking about in the attic. She told me not to go looking, but I suppose she knew that I was probably going to go looking. Alright. This concludes the first part of the game, and we are going to continue going on to the next. And so we have a map. I'm not ending the video, I'm just saying that concludes this the first basic part. We're gonna have to get to that side of the house, and we're gonna go upstairs first though. Playing cards. Down the stairs. Controlled burn scheduling. Blah blah blah. Old Janice, old Mommy Dearest wrote something in the paper and they cut it out to keep it. That's sweet. No, Mother Dearest. What we got over here? Weekly planner. Alright. Couples bonding, maybe? Cooking class. Ballroom dancing. Couples bowling, sorry. Cooking class, ballroom dancing, couples bowling, cooking, cook the big meal for, I don't know if that's Katie and Sam, maybe. I don't know. Old Mommy and Daddy are trying to do bonding stuff. for some reason. We should get to that eventually. Notice of temporal personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, blah, blah, blah. To aid the upcoming prescribed burn operation, the ranger expertise at the procedure being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer, sorry, my bad. At Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservative Janice Greenbrier is charged with supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of the transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as recommendation of overseeing officer. Alright. Alright, Bratmobiles. Potty mouth. For Sam. Who's writing stuff for my sister? Uh-oh.
It's weird hanging out with girls.
Uh-oh.
Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know. I finally found someone I feel normal around.
Quit talking.
I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Alright, so she's talking about that tape we just looked at for the cassette. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old, therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going to the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compare with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allow her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have, my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. Children, listen to your parents. Stay in school and eat your vegetables. And do what your parents say. They know what's best. Unless sometimes they don't. Stop leaving the daggum light in your house on. You're as bad as your sister. Cool beans. Daniel called again. He wants the Nintendo games back. I don't think old Sammy's gonna give them back though, is she? See what we got in here. Language advisory.
Fuck you too. Cool, small.
Everybody keep fucking with me, come on!
I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna say hello.
Just kidding. Trash it. Alright. What is this? Adventurous the Cat. Yeah. Nintendo game. Chun-Li moves. Fireball. Lightning kick. Ayah! Cheat codes. Shut up, TV. Alright, we're gonna keep that on. We're gonna come back to the room later after we get to another part. Brochure. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you, Miss Blaylock, I guess. College, blah, 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 English creative writing. 3 students from each track will be offered full scholarship for their first year at Reed. That is so sweet. I see a lot of plates laying around this house now. Somebody need to go clean up. An emery board, or commonly known as a nail file. What we got here? The Misfits. That's, I won't lie, that's kind of clever. I'll move a whole bunch of stuff around to find hidden treasures. That was a catchy song. Kids in Africa. Oh, AIDS in Africa. My bad. Completely wrong. Don't hurt me. Kurt Cobain. Alright. The Brother 150. This is the one me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done? So obviously this is probably not Sam that's writing this. This is probably from this friend Lonnie, because Sam's dad's a writer, and I think we're trying to be, not that we need to, but I think it can be stereotyped or deducted that The writer's not the one spending the time creating. He's been drinking. He's not spent a lot of time building much of anything. Okay. 11th grade. Miss Fletcher. She got a C-. Not a challenging assignment. Metal plaque for family portrait. Reasonable subject. But not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' name, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges. Show more pride in work. I don't think that's worth a C-. Grab Steggy, or is it Stelly? Steggy. Meh. Meh. All right. Da da da. What happened? Disciplinary. Mr. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a T-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front, a large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Miss DeSoto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Miss DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into another shirt in the gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss DeSoto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return the form tomorrow, signed by her father. Alright, so this is from Lonnie. Lonnie's a troubled child. She's influencing my sister. What is going on? I want to believe. That's X-Files reference. What is this? I haven't had that much to drink, Jodie Foster. How many fingers am I holding up? That's Jodie Foster. That's funny. You better not have been reading my secret diary again. Here you go, Mitten. Have some pate. Gross. Meow. Kitty. Alright, and we gotta find a combination for that. What's that say? Present Sonic Boom. Alright, so it's a concert they're getting ready for. Got your number. You gonna dance with anybody? What we got? King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2, Fraying Threads. Captain Allegra still. So this is a from past to present thing. When she was a child, she was writing these stories about this character, Captain Allegra, and this is something newer that she's done. Captain Allegra, still the flowing skirt and the sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread of the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, in the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to enchanted moths that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice, the hairs on the captain's, okay, blah blah blah. First mate, locked in the blackness of the passage, moment too long before, noticing the captain's gaze, the first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song, deeper, deeper in the labyrinth, or we skip around as sings wailing flowed. One pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, long staircase hewn from the rock led into the deep chamber. The passage at the top. Allegra said, "If we have the advantage in numbers, I will draw his attention, and then you." But the first mate interrupted, "No, I'm smaller and quicker. You know, dealing with mystic energies like these. You know, this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped their hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across the top of the stairs. Blah, blah, blah. First mate's eyes growing wide, she turned and ran, summoning his undead power. The king left with the ground, levitating, gliding back with her in distressing speed. Some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line at Allegra's hand went taut. She shuddered. It fell. Slack of the stone floor as Allegra ran, she gathering the line, twisting it around her arm, came to it, in shredded, frayed, in her hand. She tossed it to the ground, ran. So the first mate got taken. Mitten. A gross choker necklace. So we had a cat at one point. What's that? The Bible. And then a plaque. Samantha, special, adorable, merry, affectionate, nice, young, thoughtful, honest, admirable. I don't know about all that. And are we missing anything? I'm trying to see what you can see with this. So these are like, hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to do it. You have to be able to look at it with both eyes directly. It's hard to do with the bag on my head. Hold on. I believe it's supposed to be a horse. I don't know. You can try it out later. And I believe this is supposed to be a heart. Oh, it hurts my eyes. Alright, we got some other games. Super Starfire, cool. Journey of the Crystal. Yeah, friendship. Let's go see what else we can find. Okay. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last week and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can't just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with a heroin needle. So that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15, okay? Don't barf. Alright, see you then. Pulp Fiction. Interesting movie. Kind of strange. What did I say? Lonnie rules. I doubt it. Toothbrush. Absorbency. Put that back. Quick, hurry. Don't do it. It's blood. Just kidding. It's hair dye. Somebody thought it was a good idea to dye their
Lonnie
hair.
brought her hair dye over today.
Yep.
She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate.
This is weird.
We looked in the mirror together
Let's
after,
get this lighting.
and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something,
Lonnie Milani.
but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Lonnie. I need to close these. This is gross. Yeah, I'm looking through my parents' drawers. That scared me a little bit. Don't. Yeah, we're gonna act like we didn't just see that. All right. This is Mom and Dad's room. Everybody got a Bible. I won't gonna throw it in the trash. That would be bad. Want some more light though. Dear Mom and Dad Sam, I am in the channel. This is my second passage through the channel. On my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write to you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the channel. London was great. Dad, I know you always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it if you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime. I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. Cool beans, girlio. Alright, what we got hidden? What secrets are there to find about Mommy-O and Daddy-O? What's this? Butch Cassidy. The President's Men. Kind of creepy. Ah! Ah! pulled out too far. Mitten. Katie used to have we used to have a cat, I suppose. And that's more proof about Mittens. Would you quit looking at the underwear? Getting nasty. Got more stuff we'll see in a second. This is gonna get kind of weird. Pace yourself, guys. Alright, we can't open up these drawers. Okay, some rags. Paper. Honeymoon after the honeymoon. Rediscovering your spouse. That's disgusting. What did it say? It said, ugh. Nothing here. Family photo. There's some creepy looking people. Walt Whitman leaves grass, and the bookmark is what? Booksellers, take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands. Rick. Is that Rick Grimes? Coral. Alright. Dear Jan, honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have our down periods. Alright, if you want to read that, go back and pause it, because it's going to be kind of weird. And I just don't feel like reading about the downs of marriage right now. Watercolors technique for floors and still lifes. Cool. Alright. Underwear. Bunch of nothing. Suppose we can leave now. We're almost done with the attic. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home at such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. So where is Sam? Sam is supposed to be home, and that is terrifying. She said that she won't be needing it for a while. So what does that mean? Katie, welcome to your tape. Right. Not much to mess with in here. Samantha Greenbrier, Ghost Hunter's Journal. Sightings Journal. Tall shadow upstairs when I rounded the corner. How tall was Uncle Oscar? I was not wearing my glasses. Faint voice came from the bottom of the stairs. Sudden, hello. Did not investigate, probably the furnace. Poured milk from a carton in the fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure it was the spirits, can sour. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Moo. Ooh. Also ghost milk. Ooh. That's funny. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. Suddenly begin to feel cold. We build a protective pillow for it. Alright, so we saw that earlier in the game. Lonnie and I employ Ouija board as our medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in the probably leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, successful night. And so at first glance there's nothing in there, and I'm going to leave you on edge for what's really in there. So we will come back. Before we go in here, I'll go ahead and read this to you. It says, Sam's dark room, do not enter if the lights are red. The red lights are on, sorry. They're on. She says she don't want nobody to enter while it's on. What could that mean? Is she up there? I suppose we will see. And here is another one of their tapes. They have a tape recorder in every single room. And this is a, he said that, be quiet. It's a letter saying how good their mom is at being a forestry something blah blah blah. She likes to paint as a side hobby. That's so sweet. Oh, no, open back up. Halloween show, The Misfits. They're awesome. See you there. Don't forget your costume. Okay.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Lonnie. Holy crap. I was in the library. I noticed something in the corner and I found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. Oh my gosh. We are got to see this. We're skipping 6. Alright, so apparently from Mom and Dad's closet there is a secret place that goes to the library. And now we can see this on our map also. And these are costumes for Captain Allegra and the First Mate. Your costume and my costume, Lonnie. Lonnie draws. Alright. Hopefully you're starting to get a picture of what's really going on. If you're not, the gaps will slowly start to fill in. Just pay attention. Because we're starting to learn a lot more about what's really going on. Alright. Styles of clothing and stuff like that. Ghost Hunters Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation log. Hidden compartments found are 3. There's one in the library, one in the foyer, and one close to her room. So now we're gonna have to go and find those for the next part. It's the cross. For God. Demons? Demons? I want the cross back. No, 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 no. I know it's upside down. Okay, it's good. Or is it? For God so loved the world, He gave His only Son. Alright. I was wondering how that got there. That scared me a little bit. Blue. The Misfits. Yaha. That is their concert picture.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it.
Taking
The
this
lights
with me.
went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too.
This is weird.
In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you."
Uh-oh.
I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Alright. That was a big clue as to what our game is about. Oh, if you're joining in late, this is Gone Home. It is the story of something. Trying to figure out Yeah. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Private, do not read. Heaven, at the edge of the world. By Samantha. Allegra and her scouting party peered through wearily at the dense canopy of rustling leaves at the perch high of the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone branch. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation. It's just you, Chris. You're the only good friend. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" Flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand. It was too late. The first man screamed and fell toward the water. Splashed out, all eerily silent, Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. Then from the dark began to emerge, just like the first mate's. Soldiers lead, blah blah blah. So the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what had looked before, blah blah blah, she is one of us now. She is ours. That's the love of my life, and you can't save her. Well, now we have Sam's combination to her locker. So if you haven't caught on yet, now I can tell you something is crazy. The costume of Allegra and the first mate, referring to her and Lonnie, and we just learned that she was in love with her, but it's talking about Lonnie and Sam. So we should be picking up what they're throwing down about now. 051. Ooh, she stole clothes. Ooh, she got cigarettes. I'm gonna smoke one. I'm just playing. There's old Lonnie.
Lonnie came over today.
We got the basement key.
But everything was
Sam,
different.
just like your father.
She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say...
Oops.
But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Drop a mac and cheese bomb! Potato. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me over to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty fun. Lonnie is base status. Chris, you shut up. It was weird being around your parents for that long, but it's pretty fun. How impossible it is. Your dad, I don't know, to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, close friend, Fancy Man. Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you for being such a kind and gracious host to the festivities of your father's estate. Following the aforementioned meal with my parents, your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events. I must say I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who was a lovely woman and sterling taste and refined air. Let's do it again, same time next year, shall we? Alright. They're weird. Sam and Lonnie.
It's different now.
It's different now.
I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around... Well, you know. So you could say we're dating.
Oh my gosh.
But it's secret.
Oh my
Secret
god.
dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Whee. Alright, she be quiet now. It's one of the old sex ed assignments. It's the same thing that Lonnie had to do, but she actually did. Katie is the taboo. Katie is the more studious school child, whatever. Home Alone is the evil furnace. I'm just trying to find the light, honestly. Reed College, congratulations, please inform your admission to creating writing track of the program session. You have much to contribute, sorry. Attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 scholarships to be awarded exemplary student at the end of each summer program.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Alright. Richard Greenbrier, Ph.D., Professor Laureate of English. That is Grandpa. It's one of Grandpa's books. And this is Uncle Oscar's soda fountain. It's like a little pharmacy. Drink your sodas, get your malts. Malt's a smoothie. Alright, gotta get them some lockets, the broken heart. They're a piece of it together. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. I want one. That's why I wear the bag, because nobody buys me heart lockets. One of Dad's books with something stuck to it. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. Author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognized my son in the subject matter. An author's work is an externalization of that which he held dear, and that which he fears, and in respect I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which your personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible demestor, science fictional de ex machina. The great authors speak of their life's milieu in too many big words. Shall tone it down. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured the readers of the chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily, but I urge you to shed artifice, whatever. You can do better. Richard Greenbrier. Oh, it's from his dad. Or, yeah. Dad to granddad to granddad to dad. And now, Samantha, it's mom's citizenship something. I don't know where she's from. What's in there? I don't know which way I should go. If you're trophy hunting, one of the achievements is to turn on every faucet in the house. Can't pick up any of that. Yolando De Soto, Miss Samantha Greenbrier. So happy you liked all the drawing. You're thinking blah blah blah. Lie here in bed, thinking of you, other stuff. Cool. We've spent so much time in the dark room. X-ray specs. Pew pew. Let's grab the pillow, throw it over there. There's nothing there. Suppose now we're looking for another cassette. Girl Scouts. Yeah. Library, kitchen.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Alright. I don't know what that is. I think that's somebody's ashes. Put it back, put it back, put it back. Mason's Pharmacy. Alright, cool. Alright. Writing you from the, something Falls. Here on a stupid class trip. Stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running the school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy in March. Wish you were here. Await your blah blah blah.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl. But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Dun 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 dun. Alright, and that last piece of paper that we picked up was talking about the ownership changing from Uncle Oscar owning it to some other guy owning the pharmacy. And this was what I was talking about the secret room. I guess I could have been wrong. There was a button, if you pay attention, that button is what you press to begin with to go here. And this is going to be 196.3 is going to be our we'll go ahead and go back to that. 196.3 is our combination for
What the hell are you doing?
Go away.
Can you help me?
I know, I'm doing a live stream. Go. Please go.
Why do you mean me?
I'm doing something.
You look cute.
I want to hit you upside the head with a hammer. Sorry for that. Can't do anything in this house. Move out, run away. I'm gonna be like Sam and Lonnie. I'm getting out of here. Sorry, spoiler alert. Alright, some of old boy's stuff. Looks like homeboy was taking stuff home from the pharmacy and was using it. He had everything he needed for all this type of stuff. Return to sender. Something something. Dear sister, I write that what shall be my last appeal to go unanswered on one way or another. I feel a prisoner as on an island with no jailer, no human soul for commune, only my one mind examining itself, endlessly searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only have forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptation, sacrificed to prove myself or my commitment. However, I can imagine, since Mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again, to breathe the air of human spirit once more. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved, but I do not expect it. If no surprise is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence, and on one day simply cease to be. With a brother's love always, Oscar Mason. Alright, so if I can figure out, maybe explain this correctly, is that he was getting tired after he lost the pharmacy and all he had was his drugs and his drinks and all this other stuff, was that he asked his sister to come live here, and his sister's kids happen to be these people. And that's why he is Uncle Oscar and not Grandpa Oscar. Okay, so that is the dad's name, Terry. And then lastly, there is something to do with the bells. And I don't remember how to do it. There's something to it. There's some kind of combination with it. Maybe we'll find it soon. We've got another piece of the house to go to before the end. Hopefully we'll be finishing up in the next few minutes. Costumes, skeletons and devils, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number one, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome, and everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Bratmobile. Some concert I guess they went to again. Without Mommy and Daddy's permission. Somebody's underwear they need to pick up. It's gross. Alright.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
This is weird. Alright, getting Lonnie. Now we are on the other side of the house. It's unlocked. Now we can start turning on the lights. It's creepy. Magazine is something. Teenagers. Whee! Lonnie, sorry, my mom was such a meanie. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like hour away, and then she is home. She takes it out on you, like because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her out. I'm sorry. It's okay. Sorry, didn't mean to bring it up. Mom thing like that, I know, shouldn't complain. Being serious, my mom is a psycho Christian, and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. That's not nice. You wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida. Nair. In Espanol. No. Bruce, benefit, dear, conversationalist, marine buyer, conservationist. Respond regarding your decision. Blah blah blah. Bloop. Concert tickets. Skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. Love it. Merry Christmas, miss you. It's from Lonnie. P.S. Treasure it always. So the skull in there was from Lonnie. And this lighting is still terrible. Let's fix that real quick before we continue, because we're close to the end. I make all the people go away so I can do the YouTube. Here's another postcard. Vatican is weird. All you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling, the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back here together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics and pieces of important dead people, so you should probably come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull. Probably. That's their thing they write. Examine the slip. Disturbing inappropriate materials of school grounds. Why is that cup moving? Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from your social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand that you are what you're going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. It clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word of the matter. Get back the course so this won't happen again. Uh-oh.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never going to need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something. But they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Alright. I need another light to turn on. Close enough. Alright, another tape. Accidental savior.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie, and then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
I forgot what the date is. So either the parents are at a concert right now, or they are at that wedding thing we just read. A banana! We might as well check everything. I mean, Samantha and Danielle were in the woods one day. It was very sunny and they were on an adventure, but they went to the dark, the part of the woods, and it got dark. Some kind of woods. I can't read them. Daniel said, "Are you scarred?" So Samantha said, "No. Are you?" They laughed and they went more into the bad part. When they went into the part there was never there before, and there was a ship, a pirate ship on the ocean, and Samantha said, "It'll be the captain. I'll be the captain." Alright, so she went from liking boys to liking girls because she didn't know what she liked to begin with. She found out that she liked little girls. And so Daniel turned into, that's suggestive, and she went from liking little girls, or liking little boys to little girls. Alright, you have received formal acceptance letter, right? Congratulations on your new position at the regional consecutive, blah, 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 blah. Cool beans. What I want to know, oh, they're on their anniversary trip this week. They went to the wedding, and then they're on their anniversary trip. That's what it was. Open up. I've been ripping the sink out. Don't look like much in here there, buddy. Super aggro, though. We got the book. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you. It feels like a miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not, we aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other spot, blah, blah, blah. We've had an unparalleled run since your inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ. So this is talking about I suppose a second publication of his Accidental Savior book. Somebody's bike. Sam, your mother and I will be away long celebrating the anniversary in the gorge, but we will give you a call if we find our way back. Here's $40 on the table to order some pizza while we're gone. She has $40 to survive the entire week. Girl, you better leave me some more money than that. Alright. Here is Sam's work stuff, because she quit work. Now we are looking for that. No, I missed. I gotta get something smaller. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Y'all are gonna love this. Too high. We gotta get that ball though. And I'm about to choke. Maybe there was nothing with the bells. Maybe I'm confused. But I'm trying to figure out. Oh, that was just the kitchen. We got a little bit more to look at, I suppose. Let's leave the ball here for now. Maybe it'll stop. $100. Booted out. Girl Scout.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible on stage.
If you want to read that, pause it.
When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me.
To me?
I couldn't take it.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going, After a long time, she found me.
Would you quit talking?
She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
I know how to clean stuff. Let's throw some of this in there and throw a little bit of that in there. You can't make me happy. Sam, I wish I knew how to explain it better. The Army is the thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's Army friends are like family. I've always known it was where I'd end up. I'd never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday when I'm settled at base and you're done with college and your famous writing, I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed. Things will be different. And we can be together. Until then. Lonnie. Lonnie Milani. You ain't doing right, girly. Let me out. Alright. Where we'll do it? Under the stairs.
We agreed
That's
our last
creepy.
night together would be our happiest ever. And we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off. Then ran up to the attic to look through our photos. To find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past. And there wouldn't be any more. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Chris, you're right. She does need $100. Alright, we need to get back to upstairs. It's super depressing, but it's not as bad as 13 Reasons. I'm going to leave that ball there for a second. We're going to come back for it. This was the secret place. And it's Uncle Oscar. Cthulhu. Possession of... Hey, 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 who did that? Hey, hey, hey. And that's the attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen.
It's
I
creepy.
just want to sleep.
How to get over
In
there?
the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Aw, man. So last we heard is that Sam is in the attic. Now, I hope you enjoyed this part.
Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow.
Enjoy it.
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Kitty. Kitty. Well, strangely satanic cats. We have the attic key. Now let's end this game. Let's go find Miss Sister. Dum 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 dum. Somebody's been up here. Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Stay strong. Kick butt. I love you. Lonnie.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Katie. I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us. And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
Alright, she said yes. She's gonna leave and go find Lonnie. Letters to Katie. Do not read if you're not Katie.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again someday. Love, Sam.
Alright. That is the end of Gone Home. She found out that Sam had a thing for Lonnie, Lonnie had a thing for Sam. Out there gonna like each other, blah blah blah. One was going to college, one was going to the military, and they just decided, Lonnie decided, I'm not going to the army. Come find me. Sam has run off. In the meantime, Katie has come home, but it is their anniversary weekend. Their parents aren't going to answer the phone or anything like that. They're down in the gorge, and they won't know for another week. How far will they get? Will we have a sequel? We don't know. Alternatively to the game, if we press New Game, I'll show you a trick real quick. One of the achievements is to beat it, I believe it's in less than 1 minute. You're going to say, how are you going to go across that entire house in less than 1 minute? I'll show you right now. Everything has to be as quick as possible. Grab the key, open the door. Lights come on. We're going here to touch the panel. Can't grab it. Alright. I think I've already messed up. I've never gotten the minute to win it challenge yet.
It's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
If you could run, I would have beaten it already.
I just want to sleep.
Can't stop to turn any lights on. You just have to guess where you're at by watching the ceiling.
I'm just waiting to hear her
taking corners at the right time.
Running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic.
Right. And so the Christmas duck goes in a spot right behind me. If you scrub back a little bit, you could see that spot back there. If you bring it there, you finish another achievement. And this is how to beat the game close to in under a minute.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person. That I can't tell you all this myself.
Boy.
I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what.
Yes, we understand that you killed yourself. I mean, you didn't kill yourself. Sorry, you ran away. This is the end of Gone Home. Hopefully, it wasn't too much of a tearjerker. We gotta keep a light mood while we play games like this. That way, we don't get too sad. Now, there is another one that is downloadable on PlayStation Plus right now, and I'm looking to get it. It's called Life is Strange, but that'll come hopefully maybe next week or the week after that. But it's soon to come, and I've heard that there's some tearjerkers in there too. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm pretty sure that Life is Strange was made by the same people who made Gone Home. But it was fun playing. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and y'all have a good night.